Hello and welcome back to the channel, everyone. This is Motor Mike Media, and as always, I'm Motor Mike, and today I'm here with my dad's Jeep Cherokee XJ, and he loves this thing, the rare lapis blue. But we all know what's going on in the world right now. Inflation is through the roof, gas prices are through the roof, and me and my dad, we work at the same company, and now our company believes that you should just work 7 days a week instead of getting a raise. So times are tough, so he has to sell this vehicle soon. You all remember the $250 big old Expedition? Well, he needs a little work done to that, but he's gonna drive that for a little bit and sell this instead, because this can make him some good money. Now, I love the way this vehicle looks. It was cosmetically restored. So you can see everything has a pretty decent paint job to it. Now, this was a budget paint job, so from your point of view, this thing looks great, but up close, you can see a few little imperfections here or there, a little bit of orange peel, but overall, it looks pretty good. Aftermarket headlights, LED so you can see at night. Now, having the two-tone grille, I kind of like everything one colored, but this does kind of stand out and it has a nice presence to it. So this might be the last video we're gonna make on this thing, so let's make it a good one. So what makes these Jeeps so popular? This is basically a unibody construction with solid front and rear axles. These were known for being really reliable vehicles that can go off-road. You can go have fun with these, but drive them every day of the week. Under the hood is the great inline-six engine. I have a Cherokee. I love this thing. They're super reliable. I made a whole video talking about it. I'll leave it linked in the description below for you guys. But this particular Jeep has 60,500 original miles. My uncle bought this vehicle. I had a whole video talking about the cosmetic restoration. But when he bought this thing, it was just beat up, but had very low original miles and drove wonderfully. So after you fix it up and stuff like this could be a good seller. My uncle wanted it to be a flip. My dad fell in love with it, and he's had it for over a year now. And if he didn't have to sell it, he wouldn't, but he put a little bit of money into this. Nice little lift kit, we'll show you that in a second here. But these are good, reliable engines. They make pretty decent power and a cool retro body. This thing is, squared off, kind of ruggish looking, and I really dig it. So when you're looking at the side of this vehicle, it has a nice silhouette, nice simple body lines, but it's still that rugged macho look. And what I really like, it's one of the last few vehicles that had a little rain catcher up here, so the rain will hit this, avoid going into your vehicle if you have the window cracked. But this vehicle, my dad gave it a nice little lift. You see the nice little spacing between the wheel wells. It lifts the vehicle up a little bit, but it makes room for these awesome tires, the General Grabber AT2s. A nice all-terrain tire that is good on-road and off-road. These vehicles were nice and narrow, so they fit on trails when you do off-roading. They're just fun vehicles that were made from the 80s all the way to the early 2000s. But when you get into the vehicle, you can kind of see this was a two-tone interior. You don't really see a whole lot of these. I like the contrast. It's a little dirty. If we do have time, we will wash this vehicle before he sells it. But when you get inside, I'm about 5'11". I have plenty of room, headroom, leg room. You sit here, because we're lifted, we have a nice commanding view of the road. But this is technically like a compact, some would even consider it a subcompact vehicle. So when you get into the back seat, the door doesn't swing open very much. You see that the wheel well will protrude into the vehicle. And like I said, I'm 5'11". This is basically where I would sit. My knees are here. My legs are a little high. Headroom is very short. The handle's kind of in my face. This would be okay for like 20 minutes at most, but this is reserved for kids and luggage for the most part. All right, let's look at this interior one last time. Like I said, the two-tone is different. I like it. Gauge cluster, if I can focus for you. Nice simple gauges, nothing out of the ordinary. Now yes, these were just cheap plastic. These do have a tendency to rattle after a while, especially if you off-road them. But to make the rattle stop, it's not that hard. Just take some tabs away, replace them. Not too bad, but these seats are in really good shape. This thing overall is in very good shape for its age. So this vehicle overall, they're really cool. And the market for them is pretty crazy. You can go online, Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, whatever, and you can see ones with over 200,000 miles that are really beat up, and people want anywhere from $800 all the way to $4 grand for those. And nice ones that aren't modified, they can go for buku bucks. This vehicle with low original miles, a pretty decent cosmetic restoration with very light mods that kind of set it off and make it look good, this could go for big money. My uncle thinks he can get over 10 grand. He's thinking somewhere around 12 grand, possibly selling this vehicle to the right person. Now, you guys let me know in the comments below. Do you think that's just crazy money? Do you think this vehicle is undervalued? Because we know the car market's pretty crazy. Overall, I love this thing. I'm a big fan of Jeeps in general, and my dad loves this thing. He will miss it. He's kind of bummed he has to sell it, but We need the money right now. But let me know in the comments below. What do you guys think of the XJs in general? Are you a fan of them? Do you not like them? What are the pros and cons in your personal opinion? But let's take it for one last drive. So driving my dad's Jeep Cherokee XJ. It's very similar to driving my own because I have one of these. They're awesome vehicles, small pillars so you have nice visibility overall. Because his is lifted, you have a nice little commanding view of the road. You're a little bit higher up, which I like. Now he's got those all-terrain tires. You get a little bit more road noise. Overall, when I turn and stuff, it's not bad. Now if I make a real heavy turn, well basically you feel a little bit of rubbing. That's originally why he got the lift kit. Let's let this car go past us. But when he got that lift kit, yes, it's cool. It makes the whole presentation of the vehicle real nice. I like lightly lifted vehicles. I'm not the biggest fan of crazy lifted, but this sets this vehicle off. And it doesn't compromise a whole lot. Overall, the ride is basically the same. Now, yes, if I'm giving it the beans, going around some corners, a little bit more body roll, like I said, a little bit more noise, but it's not bad. These things are nice to drive. You can drive them every day, and like I said, awesome on off-roading. I will miss this thing. So that's my dad's Jeep Cherokee XJ. Some light mods, lights, a lift kit, nice tires, cosmetic restoration. These things can go for good money, and I hope he gets it because he does need it. The world's kind of crazy right now. But I love these things. They have a huge aftermarket community, whether it be trail rides, buying components for your vehicle to customize and personalize them. They're really cool cars, and if you can afford one, I highly recommend them. Well, that's all I have for you today. I thank you all for watching. And if you haven't already and you want to, please check out my channel. I keep trying to give you guys more and more content. I talk about cars, trucks, crossovers, and SUVs, combustion engines, just like this inline six, and EVs, a little bit of everything. But please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. That way guys can stay up to date with the latest and greatest from my channel. And as always, I truly, truly appreciate you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.